No wholesale changes after the Milk Cup humiliation by Walsall, but right back Kirk Stevens returns after missing 8 games with a knee injury. Pat Hurd from Sheffield Wednesday, Jack Charlton's first acquisition, is back in Newcastle's midfield. Hurd was cup-tied in midweek. While Chris Waddle has a point to prove today. Waddle, now in the England under-21 squad, was with Coventry as a schoolboy, but he was not offered a professional contract. And Newcastle play the free kick short. Beardsley, one little drop of the shoulders, lost 2, and it was Hurd who met it first time, and was perhaps a little unfortunate that it didn't go in. He almost met it too strongly. Any sort of deflection after a spot of impish magic from Beardsley, the driven cross, and Hurd got it too strongly. The referee asking Hurd to retreat a couple of yards. And Waddle got behind Stevens. McDonald waiting in the middle, and McDonald! Well, Ogrizovic kept it out. Neil McDonald, the moment Chris Waddle was in possession, was aware that a cross was coming in, and he tore into the middle as Waddle delivered, and Ogrizovic somehow blocked it with the help of Adams. Waddle and Beardsley, just the 2 forward. Brown, away by Peake. McDonald turning into Barnes, and then finally booted forward for Coventry by Mickey Adams. And a misplaced pass by Wharton, and Bennett. So close! It almost looked as though the bounce of the ball was going to take it in, but Anderson had not given it up and managed to scramble it clear after Wharton's mistake. Bennett clipped it past the goalkeeper. There was spin on the ball that seemed to be taking it inside the post. Anderson made sure it didn't get there. But at half-time at Highfield Road, it's Coventry City 0, Newcastle United 0. Coventry City have lost their last 3 home games against Manchester United, Arsenal and Walsall. They start the second half on level terms against Newcastle United. Here's Waddle. Waddle. And Ogrizovic was purposeful in his move off the line. Clearly not for the first time involved in a tidying up operation in Newcastle's midfield. Hurd. And Hibbitt. Now, was that handball? I think it is. The linesman gave the penalty, made the signal. It was a spinning bounce that Hibbitt controlled with the upper arm, and perfect understanding between the 2 officials involved. The linesman saw it. Peter Beardsley is the penalty taker for Newcastle United, and he scores! Newcastle in front. Beardsley, who's developed, and we were talking about it before the game, a happy knack of scoring when the big match cameras are here. And he does it today from the penalty spot for his 5th goal of the season. Regis trying to knock it down for Gibson, and he was up well on that occasion. Gibson. It almost came into his stride. It will come for Jim, but the whistle has gone, and maybe Newcastle United were relieved to hear that whistle, even though it's for a free kick against them. So Barnes and Hibbitt again over the ball, and Hibbitt curls it brilliantly. That will make him feel better. The penalty given against him, and he was furious about that. But Kenny Hibbit gets revenge. We've seen him do it so often from free kicks over the years with Wolverhampton Wanderers, but he totally baffled Kevin Carr. Kenny Hibbit brings Coventry level with 15 minutes left. 1-1. Waddle. Oh! Just when Coventry were celebrating getting level, Chris Waddle let fly. And you do feel if Bobby Robson loses any of his first-choice strikers with injury over this weekend, that Chris Waddle might just be ready for a call-up. After their heartaches in midweek, it will be shattering for Coventry City to lose a goal now. We've had 4 minutes of stoppage time. And Beardsley ends Coventry's risk of the goal coming from that set piece. Tried to take it quickly. It's the last act of the match, a match in which Kenny Hibbit emerged as the focal figure, a judge to have handled to give away a penalty, and then producing a vintage free kick